I'll never forget the morning of November 5th, 2009. That's when we received the phone call that changed our lives, that our daughter, Emma, was diagnosed with leukemia. I didn't know anything about leukemia. I didn't even know at the time that it was a blood cancer. I just knew that it was a cancer. I didn't know that it was curable at the time. I just knew that my baby girl was diagnosed with it, and I just couldn't even catch my breath.
Everything stops. It's as if your life is frozen and put on hold. And then all of a sudden, your dreams and hopes are crashed, and now you have to worry about what the future is going to bring, whether you're even going to have your child in a day, a week, a month, or a year.
One of the things that we've been most grateful for is since the beginning of my research, from the time I was a fellow to the time we started to explore the work that we're doing today, the Children's Cancer Foundation was right there for us. They provided us with critical grant funding at a time when we weren't able to get other funding because we didn't have the evidence that what we were doing actually worked. The research that we do actually is on multiple levels, but the main aspect is that we're trying to find ways to create new drugs that target childhood cancer in ways that the drug will affect the cancer, keep the cancer from growing, but not have the same types of side effects that a lot of the current medicines that we're using have.
I remember them putting an IV into Emma and them just handing her over to me, and I just held her and cried because I did not know the prognosis of leukemia in an infant. Luckily, Dr. Wiley was there to answer all of our questions. He calmed us and assured us that we were going to be okay. We didn't have a refrigerator. Sometimes we didn't have a shower or a bathroom even in the room. And Emma was constantly hooked up to a pole, so I could never leave her.
What the new unit, though, has allowed us to do is it's given us more room, and it's given us a better footprint and landscape in which to provide the kind of care that we've been doing for a decade here, or actually for more than several decades. So it was designed from the perspective of a patient-centered unit. And everything that we do here is designed and processed in a workflow of a patient-centered experience.
The Children's Cancer Foundation I'm so astonished by their generosity and the donations that they've made for the new children's wing at Sinai. It's amazing, and I can't even begin to be so grateful for the generosity so that today's families of children that are diagnosed, they won't have to have the same conditions that we had.
"30 years ago, when I entered the field, it was very much like what other people thought. We wanted to make a difference. We wanted to advance the field. We wanted to cure cancer in children. And in a sense, we wanted to be a little bit of a hero. After 30 years, what has really convinced me is that we're here to provide that support, but the real superheroes are people like Juliana.
We are still losing children to cancer. And until the survivability rate is 100%, we will need our benefactors and supporters so that we can continue the Children's Cancer Foundation's mission to build treatment facilities to treat the children that have cancer, for programs that will help make that treatment easier for them and for their families, and very importantly, for the research that will one day result in a cure so that we will never again lose a child to this dreaded disease of cancer.
We're not quite sure of long-term effects for Emma. We're keeping a close eye on them as well as Dr. Wiley. But other than that, she's a normal 6-year-old in first grade. loving school, loving playing with her friends, and leading a normal life. She's currently a new big sister, which she's so excited about. We always wanted to grow our family, but just didn't feel it was the time, and now we did, and we love every moment of being a family of 4 and just trying to fit back into normal life, whatever that is.
It is Juliana and kids just like her that make us better, because I think that no matter what we give them, they give us more. She and her family, to me, demonstrate the reason why we should continue to do this and why it's important that the funding and the support and the desire to continue to do this for children with cancer exists. This is our superhero.
Oh yeah, the opinion too. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're not fighting for Ted.
We're coming out with a new line in August. I'm excited to see. I'm going to conference in July.
Take the thing, so I can't be peeking or stealing it or anything like that, right? Now, I'm gonna write a prediction and try and guess it, your numbers. I'm gonna use my business card here.
That one,
Right.
that's the only one I don't carry. I don't recommend
One thing I look at.
I don't recommend. Yeah, the colors. I don't recommend people buying that. I don't like the idea of it.
Would I be
It's
correct
similar
in
to our
assuming
stun
that
gun
it
where
started with a low
it's a pepper spray. It's not a stun gun, but it's similar in the fact
Less
that
than 5?
all of our stun guns have work.
Okay.
So in order to use that, you have to
And
unscrew
the
it
second
with
number
numbers
was
to yeah.
This
also less than
area,
5.
and so the rat can go here,
Alright.
and if you
And
need to,
then-
you can spill over to
What's
here.
less than 5?
That's actually
Okay.
It was, okay.
It's still have little hands.
No, you're right.
And what your number bunch is?
It's stuck to you.
4, 3, 5.
Have that with the clothes on.
Close. Well, it's a good thing I didn't write that then.
Oh, these are everything $7, so.
And I can just show you 3 fundamentals of magic, okay? First is misdirection, next is psychology, and then finally my favorite, sleight of hand.
Okay.
So, first we'll start with misdirection. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, misdirection. Just watch me closely as you can. Okay? Not yet. I'm just taking out the joker.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay.
I'm still watching.
Try this. This is a bit of a memory test. So, are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
Right-handed. Okay. I'll see your right hand, and it's a bit of a memory test. All you have to do is remember the ace of cards and where it is.
Okay.
So hold your hand. I'm gonna place it into your hand. So take your fist like this, exactly, and then just open it up, and then hold on to that.
Okay.
Just open up a little your thumb. There you go. So you don't lose it.
Okay.
Now, you've got the ace of hearts, and you can check if you don't trust me. You don't trust me. It
I'm
hurts.
sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna take the ace of diamonds here. Okay.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch it with your card, so you know what card you have and you know what card I have, right?
Yeah.
But without looking. Right.
Stop looking. What? What? Wait, what am I doing? What?
I thought we put those away. What happened? Okay, let's try something else. What happened to the aces? Tell you what,
How did you do that?
Would it be a good card trick if the ace ended up under the box?
Sure. Yeah. No.
I said it'd be a good trick. I didn't say it could do
Oh my
that.
god!
Yeah, that would be a really cool trick, though.
Uh-huh.
No, we could try it for real this time. Here, just watch as closely as you can.
Okay.
Watch closely. But for real this time, 'cause I don't want to cheat or anything like that. I'm gonna actually do it. Look.
How did you do that?
Here,
Wait a
watch
minute.
close. We'll take the ace and we'll hold it up high so you can see, okay? We'll put it about center of the pack, right? I'm gonna cover it up like that. Only 2 cards left. And the deck ends up under the box. See, this is misdirection. Okay?
Wait, I'm so confused right now.
Okay. So this is misdirection. Next is psychology. Okay?
How did you just do that?
Misdirection.
I'm really impressed. I really am.
I'll try this. Next is psychology. Just look at me for a second. Thing. That should be good. I'm gonna put them out. Okay. Right about there. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna riffle the back like this, okay? And you're just gonna say stop whenever you want, okay? And then I'll show you the card. Ready?
Stop.
Right there? Okay. Go ahead and look at that card.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Now, what I want you to do is, because I'm going to try and dabble in a little bit of mind reading here, I don't want you to say stop. I want you to think it, okay? So when you see your card, just think the word stop, okay? We're going to go through and just... That was pretty fast. Was it that one?
Yeah.
It was. Okay. And just, I want you to think of that card, whatever that is.
Uh-huh.
Would I be correct in assuming it's a number? No. Then a face number. But it is red. Was it by chance the Queen of Hearts? It was. That's so weird. Because if you remember a moment ago, I think Carver was talking about it. And that's
I'm really watching you. How did you do that?
psychology. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty cool, huh?
I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
I'm also.
Like that. I'd like you to hold out your hand, and we'll hold it like a table so that you can keep a nice, a bit too. That's okay. So we can keep good track of it, okay?
Okay.
And we'll just have the cards kind of go like interlace them,
Yeah.
kind of like this. That's pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But because that would take forever if I tried doing that on your hand, I think just to speed things up, we'll just mix them like that.
Okay.
So we'll take all these back, and that's I mean, you can see that's mixed up, face
Right.
up, face down,
Right.
face down, face down. Hello. And we're gonna try and find the 4 aces in this pack. So hold out your hand again, and I'll just hand it to you as I find them. We'll give it a cut here, but that obviously isn't one. But I think that would be an ace. Next one, I'll do a little bit fancier, okay? It'll go like this, and then it'll pop just like that. That's another one, okay? Next one comes out of the center of the pack because it's not on top. Okay? And finally, I want to show you that these cards are going face up, face down,
Yeah.
right? Every which way, right? But to find the ace of spades, I wanted to make it a little bit more challenging. So instead of finding the ace of spades, I'm going to find all the other cards and turn them face up. Like that. Do you see it? Look, all the other cards are face up, except for one card.
That's the ace.
And that's the ace. But I'd like you to turn it over, just to be thorough here. Go ahead, just turn that over. There you go. How was that?
I'm like blown away right now because I really can't figure it out.
Well, thank you.
I'm really impressed.
Tell you over the phone. Just like that. Perfect. I'm going to hand you the ace of diamonds, okay? Just like that. You squeeze tight there. Now, without, if you had to guess, you know what card it is, right? Which is
Yes.
ace of diamonds. And you can check if you don't trust it.
Weather is good
But
and.
you don't trust it. So you've got the ace of diamonds. Tell you what, I'm going to take the ace of clubs. Actually, I think I grabbed too many cards there. Let's see, we'll try taking the ace of clubs. That's the only one. take the ace of hearts, and I'm going to try and switch it with yours, okay? So, this is the sneaky switch here. It's like a little. Now, I want you to keep track of the ace of diamonds, okay? So, without looking, because this is the memory system, this is very hard work. We're going to try and put the ace of diamonds back on top, so you know which card's on the bottom, right?
Right.
Which one? The ace of clubs. I thought it was the ace of hearts. Turn them over. Let's see. Oh, I thought we put those away. Tell you what, would it be a good card trick if the ace ended up under the card box? Alright, let's see. Well, there is a card under there. Let's see how I did. I didn't say I could do that trick. That would be a really good trick though. Let's try it. How's that? But this time I want to do it for real, because that was kind of cheating. Here, watch. So with that, go ahead, check it out. Make sure, show everybody, show everybody. You can hold it up high. Go ahead, hold it up high, show everybody. Alright, we'll take the ace and we'll put it here, and I'm just going to squeeze and get rid of the entire pack except for the 2. Okay. But what happened in the deck? Would it be impressive if it was under the box?
I'm wondering if you want to change me.
See, this is misdirection. You're looking at the wrong spot at the wrong time, which is why I can get away with what I do. Okay? So, we'll try. Then we're going to try and cut to the aces. And I said, that's a pretty impressive claim.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be really difficult to do. So this is what they did. The first guy, his name was Les. He's one of my favorites. What he did was he gave it 2 cuts, and it looked like this. 1 and 2. Like that. And he said he cut to an ace. But of course they were joking. He said, well then show us, you know. So we showed him the ace. Like that. Okay? Now, they were all pretty impressed because that's a shuffle pack of cards. That's not an easy trick to do. So he put that down on the table and he handed it to the next guy. His name was Ken. And what he did was he said, I'll do it better. I'll give it 3 cuts. That's 1, 2, 3. I'll cut to an ace. And they said that would be really, really good, huh? Alright, so he gave it a shot, but he missed. Which was such a shame. But he said, not so fast because I can do it better. He said 1, 2, and cut to an ace. And they were all confused because they thought that was the same ace as before, and it was. So what he did was he turned that over, put it there, handed the pack to the next guy, and he looked through the pack and he wanted to make sure it was all fair, right? He was looking through and he wanted to make sure everything was A-okay. But the weird thing is he found a card that was actually turned the wrong way. See, he found a card that was turned the wrong way, and he said somebody's cheating. So he wanted to demonstrate how. He said it's too easy. You cut twice, and then you can immediately find an ace, but it doesn't always come to the top. You see, it almost always falls to the bottom. See? But we wanted to make this even more difficult. So what he did, just to challenge himself, was he took that ace, and he handed the pack to me. I was very nervous at this point, because I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know how to fix it. So, I didn't cut the cards, I didn't shuffle the cards, I didn't do anything with the deck. All I did was wave my hand, and that ace showed itself, so I didn't have to do any sleight of hand. But the thing was, with 4 aces that all look the same, somebody's bound to accuse you of cheating, right? But the thing is, we weren't cheating. We were using regular aces.
Sure.
Oh.
How's that?